Mama Mondays is sponsored by Colorado Connected, a website full of ideas for parents. And now, here are the mamas.
Hey everyone, it's another Mama Mondays, and today we're going to take on a topic that recently became a big top of mind for me because of my 15-year-old. When you're a parent of a young adult and you're trying to understand, but I need some advice on how do you talk to your kids when you know that all this is happening around them?
I wish someone would tell me, because I've tried everything. I've tried scaring him. I've tried talking to him. I've tried begging him. I mean, another part of the problem is that these flavored things are so tasty and wonderful, but those kids get hooked very quickly.
They do get hooked.
And now what?
Right. Oh my gosh. So in your case, though, you don't think it's peer pressure? They just...
I don't really know how it started. I don't.
Yeah.
But it was very young. I mean, it was probably ninth grade, maybe.
It is young. It is young. But I think a lot of it has to do with what they're seeing on their phone.
Yeah.
It's these TikTok trendy videos. It's Instagram, and not to hate on them, but it's what they are seeing, and they think it's cool, and they want to be a part of it.
Yep.
I just don't know how to deal with that.
You know, I think kids are dealing with a different world than we had when we were growing up. I don't know. The only thing I, ever shared with my kids was that your mom is in video production. So we make one corner look really beautiful, and that's all we shoot. You don't know what the rest of somebody's life looks like. You don't know what they're dealing with outside of that. And even if it's vaping and that you're seeing that it's cool, it's probably a coping mechanism for something else that you're not seeing.
Exactly.
And they're coping from some kind of trauma that they're not getting therapy for, or getting the help that they need. So just always remember, you're only seeing a little beautiful snapshot of a thing. You have to read the fine print, because it always hits a little different.
When you're 15 and you have a phone, I see her all the time looking at what other kids are doing, and I know that that's important to this generation, her generation. And I just, as a parent, I know there's things she doesn't tell me, and I worry because I see what kids are doing, and I see the trends and what's on social media, and I'm just like, what? Even my 8-year-old sometimes, I'm like, no, don't watch that. But with your daughter, Risa, how did you deal with pressures that she was dealing with when it comes to social media or trendy peer pressure stuff?
She wasn't... What was good about Sophia is she was a horse girl.
Okay.
So when you're at the barn, it's a different culture. But there are a lot of pressures by who has what and who doesn't have what. Her friends who did other fancier things would say, well, why don't you have this saddle? Or why don't, no, I've just got this, and blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, Mom, I'm like, you cannot pay attention to that. You've got to just do you. And she would then end up finding her interest. Now, my daughter happens to love tarantulas. Okay. So she was all about, she would be showing me memes of tarantulas and all of this spider stuff. So I was like, okay, spiders. I mean, she would be the only one with that information on her social media. So I was kind of okay with it. But I do feel like there's this weird boundary of, my mother gave me my privacy. And so when do you say, hey, I need to see your phone. It's always been, I used to kind of go, show me what's on your phone. Yeah. She would show me, but I wouldn't take it. I just didn't know where that line really was, because I wanted to respect her privacy and give her those moments. Everybody needs that, but with that invasive social media, where do we draw the line where you grab the phone and say, I got to see this because it's affecting your behavior?
It's so tricky.
Yeah. I would just go through it while they were asleep.
Yet again, Diane has the answer.
But my mom conversation with them would always be like, you're going to do whatever it is you want to do. I work a lot, and you're at home by yourself.
Yeah, we can't be there 24/7.
So and you go to school, you have activities, all the things. So you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do. My hope is I've educated you enough about life, and you make good decisions for yourself, because you belong to you. Yeah. And so I hope you make good decisions. But then at nighttime, I just go to bed.
Yeah, I did that too, and then I realized my 15-year-old had a password or passcode, and then that changed, of course, the next morning. But I think that's smart. I don't see anything bad with going through their phones when they're not looking.
I mean, Ava, so what about you? Like, do you think Ava is, and that your daughters are good with it? I mean, they even did some YouTube stuff too. So
yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, they're good girls, and I'm with you. Once you've educated them, you know them very well. I talk to them every single day. We chat. I think that they would come to me if they had a problem, but I also have to be realistic and know that
They're still
kids, and they're growing up in a way different generation. And Ava worries about certain things about mean girls and social media and all this other stuff, and yeah, it's very real. So, and you have a boy, so very different too.
I do. Well, yes and no, but you know, boys can be emotional too, or they can, you know. I don't know. I really struggled with the whole phone thing when he was younger. I did not have a clue how to handle that, and I probably didn't handle it very well. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It's very hard to look at social media and see how much fun people are having and how great their lives look. And again, it is a corner of it, so you don't know the whole picture.
You don't.
But it's hard not to look at that and go, wow, they have a great life.
It's really tricky with social media, and certainly when you have kids that are in high school, and I think that's when their emotions are kind of all over the place. But it's good to talk about it too. And thank you, ladies, for being with us this morning and giving us some insight. And of course, we always love to hear what you have to say. So feel free to join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We would love to hear from you. Okay, so are you guys on social media?